Alpha Level 14 upgrade. Today we are installing the Team Associated Air Filter. Now this is a very unique air filter. It's not the normal ones that you normally see on like the Traxxas models. It actually has an air filter. So what this is going to do, it's going to be able to get a lot more stuff, particles out of the air, make it a lot more cleaner. With the paper filter though, it will constrict airflow just a bit. Both the amount of added surface area, I don't think it's going to be a big of a problem. And this was donated to me by James Willcock. Thank you a lot, man. And let's get this installed. Alright, to remove the air filter, all you gotta do is pop it off just like that. And now we can compare the two. So, as I said earlier, this is just a normal foam filter. It's old, it's got nothing really going for it. It's not two-stage, it's only a single stage. And then we have this, which, as you guys can tell, it's a lot bigger. Has a lot more intake area. Overall, it's just a lot better fuel filter. I'm still curious on how well it's going to run with this air filter, so I'm going to be doing some testing. As well as I did modify this just a bit. I used a disposable lighter, and as you guys can see, I added a little bend to this piece right here. Before I did the video, I was doing some test fitting, and I was noticing if I had it the way it came, which was this piece was straight out, I was having some body clearance issues. So instead of clearing an opening in the body for this, I decided just to add a little bend to this port here so that it sat at a better angle and so that the body would fit in there. And to install it, all we gotta do is slide it on just like that, and we are done with that. Here is before, and there is after. Check it out. I gotta say, that looks pretty darn good. I cannot wait to test this out in the yard and see how well it performs. I am looking forward to that. I'll probably do some on my next day off. Now there's a few other things I want to go over before I let this video go. I did get the idea from my friend Dark. I put some zip ties over here on the exhaust tube to help see if that helps with the oil coming out. See if that reduces that, as well as I decided, since I'm going to be getting rid of this here soon, I just took some tire glue and I literally glued the openings shut. So there's no gaps. These no longer turn. I used it also to patch up any holes that were in the rubber along the sides right here. So this is all sealed up again. I need to test it. Over here, as you guys can see, I redid the fuel line. Originally, it was coming off a pin here next to the engine, which was not good at all because it was pressing against a very hot engine. So I decided to redo it. So I used some fuel line that I got from James Willcock again. But there's one thing else that's bugging me with it, is because this is so flimsy. I'm going to do something. I'm going to grab a coat hanger and I'm going to make a little mount to hold this city, which I'll do right now. And there we go, guys. The fuel filter is now secured. It's not really flopping anymore, which is exactly what I wanted. And there's no real rubbing with the lines or contact with the engine. So that's also really good. That means I won't have to worry about any heating issues and possibly something happening with the fuel line because of the heat next to the fuel. So yeah, as you guys can see, it comes up, goes around, up, down. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is gonna work out nice. I like it especially because now it makes the fuel filter a lot easier to get to change or clean out on certain days. Also, it just makes it look a lot better, with the fuel line. So enough with that. back to the air filter. So yeah, with this, I cannot wait to test it out. I'm gonna have to, when I have time I will. Yeah guys, thank you a ton, James Willcock, for this, as well as the extra fuel line that I used. Thank you a ton, man, and I'll see y'all next time. And that was Alpha's level 14 upgrade.